Welcome back to UCW Breakdown, ladies and gentlemen. We had an incredible show with some very high stakes, so let's get right into it. Misty Rivers took on Samantha Frost to start off the night and to represent the UCW Women's Division. After that, Nolan and Ethan Omega took on Raddcore and OGRE. And if Raddcore and OGRE can win this match, they will get a title shot next week. Now, due to some moveset problems and some things that we found with Nolan and Ethan Omega's movesets, the OGRE and Raddcore title shot will be happening if they can defeat the Lucha Dragons this week on Overdrive. After that, John Styles takes on King Hipsta. The winner of this match will get the opportunity to face for the other champion's belt on the show that it is supposed to be defended on without having to put their title on the line. And then, ladies and gentlemen, our main event of the evening was Supreme Knight versus Azreal Black and a mystery opponent of user unknown's choice. The winner of this match becomes the #1 contender for the Breakdown World Championship and will face whoever the champion is at UCW to the limit. Welcome back to UCW Breakdown, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into the action. Ladies and gentlemen, to start us off tonight, we've got Misty Rivers, your first ever UCW Breakdown Iron Maiden champion, taking on Samantha Frost in Samantha Frost's UCW debut. A little bit of beef between Rose Daniels and Misty Rivers, so it makes sense that a member of the Crimson Syndicate would be getting the opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get it started. AI Wrestling. Yes, C. White, this is AI Wrestling. I could not have said it better myself. Ladies and gentlemen, making her way down to the ring for the first time in a long time, Misty Rivers, ladies and gentlemen. An incredible competitor, took Rose Daniels to the limit, but obviously Rose Daniels walked out with that belt. I'm just gonna let y'all know, I have a little bit of a headache, so I might not be all there tonight. My head be pounding just a little bit. Just a tad. Misty Rivers, ladies and gentlemen, carrying the legacy. I don't know, there wasn't a tribe given to me to say, so I'm not going to just say a random tribe. Eat an edible. I might. Jurassic Park Live? Yes, Teddy. Yes. Jurassic Park Live. That is exactly what's happening right now. That is obviously a Tyrannosaurus Rex. I'm so glad you were so observant. And now, ladies and gentlemen, her opponent, representing the Crimson Syndicate. She is the partner of John Styles. My headset is really messing with me right now.
Crimson rise, we're the kings of the night. Blood in our hands and we're ready to fight.
Standing before all of you, UCW debut. Give it up for the rookie in this division, not in wrestling. Welcome in, Henjay. Welcome in. No, your favorite child is not in here. Samantha Frost, ladies and gentlemen, showing up just a couple of weeks ago and taking out Sammy Lee. Now getting an opportunity to show what she can do in the ring. Unscripted Violence represent. Let's go UCW. Welcome in, Joker. Welcome in, brother. How are you doing? How are you doing? This is a video game, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, this match is now about to be underway. Just an Extreme Rules match, nothing super exciting. Got a lot of high stakes later on in the card, so I figured I'd let these two just go at it. Good old-fashioned style. OGRE, welcome in, brother. Welcome in. And now I'm over here. Bet. Bet. Elbow drop lands. Welcome in, Crazy. Welcome in. How are you doing today, brother? How are you doing? Let me turn my webcam back on. There we go. Hi. Samantha Frost trying to get Misty Rivers up to her feet. Misty Rivers is not somebody to sleep on. Back from the injury that Rose Daniels gave her. First time back in the ring. Looking very good. Looking at the screen is hurting my eyeballs. Elbow drops to Frost. Misty Rivers trying her damnedest to stay on top of the Youngblood. Must also be a little intimidating knowing that at any time the Crimson Syndicate could show up and just cause havoc. Wreak hell across UCW Breakdown. Chilling, my guys. Sounds good, brother. Sounds good. Tom going to be about an hour and a half. Big double axe handle down. Takes out Samantha. Huge kick to the body from Misty Rivers. Goes underneath the ropes. Might be trying to head up to the top. I'm not sure what Misty Rivers has got in mind here, ladies and gentlemen. Off the top rope, misses the big drop kick. Samantha gets out of the way. Got underneath from that huge back fist. Able to take advantage. Rivers heads back up to her feet. Samantha Frost off the bottom rope does not connect. Big forearm across the back. Huge kick lands. Samantha Frost falls down into the middle of the ring. Going for a cover. Misty Rivers. Only two. Frost still in this match. Need a resistance against the Syndicate. Good luck. Hey, man, like I said, I book matches and I call matches. That is what I do here. I put it all together. Y'all got to give me the shit. The shit. That is the best way to see what you want to see, is to cut a promo. Let me know what you want. I feel like I speak for a lot of people when I say that. Off the bottom rope, big forearm lands. Samantha takes out Misty Rivers. Huge headbutt. I could not take one of those right now. I could not. Oh, dude, my ears, they'd be ringing. Mimicking the style of the partner. Huge elbow across the back of the head. Samantha Frost trying to take out Misty Rivers. Only two. We're not about to listen to the Overdrive theme right now. Samantha Frost on the outside. Sledgehammer down across the back of Misty Rivers. Huge kick connects, takes her down. Big headbutt misses. Samantha still on top of it on the outside. Rivers with a reversal. Drops her down. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't know if we can do that tonight, guys. I don't know if we can do chase cam tonight. It started moving and my whole head shifted. Oh, off the top rope. Samantha Frost just decimated Misty Rivers, and she stands up like nothing happened. Completely unfazed. Back up to the top. Huge knee lands. Sea of Thieves got you motion sickness. I think it's the fact that it's not Sea of Thieves. That's why I'm not motion. I think I'm not rocking back and forth, so I'm like, whoa. I don't know, bro. Frost is wild. Frost is wild. She'd be doing anything for the dub. Jump off the top rope, jump through the top rope, jump over it, bounce off of it, do a little spin. Misty Rivers back at oh, well, no. Samantha tried to get her back into the ring, but she just kind of ran there endlessly instead. Shout out 2K. Misty Rivers moves the trash can out of her way. Just enough time for Samantha to stand up to get kicked in the face. She goes underneath the middle rope. Sledgehammer in hand. On the outside. Huge sledgehammer shot to the chest. You Ralphed when you tried to play us. I mean, I can see it. I can see how that would happen. I can see how that could happen. You sit on that boat for long enough, you definitely, you got a rock in your seat with it. Samantha Frost off the top rope, misses the huge punch. Back on the outside. Misty Rivers drops Samantha face first on the outside. Going to get a big move off here, it looks like. She catches the leg. Caught her, huge knee. Samantha Frost with a reversal. Throws her into the barricade, big knee to the face. Goes underneath the ring now. Samantha Frost trying to take the damage up a notch. Ladder in hand, she slides it under the ropes. Underneath the bottom rope, Samantha just hit the deck and just dived onto the outside. The fearlessness of the Crimson Syndicate on complete display, ladies and gentlemen. Big damage with the chair now on the outside. Misty Rivers gets caught. Huge kick to the body. She's able to fight out. Big punches. Trips on the outside, possibly over that sledgehammer. Tries to drop it down across her opponent. Big shot to the body. Misty Rivers taking out a little bit of pent-up aggression on Samantha Frost right now. Drops her down on her face once again, but this match does not end on the outside. Choose fearless partners. There you go. There you go. There you go. I shouldn't move my head like that. I'm just gonna let that be known. I shouldn't have done that. That was a bad idea. It was a bad idea. Misty Rivers getting tossed around on the outside. Samantha taking the pressure and the attack to her. Stomping down on her leg. Stomping down on the back. Trying to keep the former champion down. The zoom out fucked with me too. Misty Rivers, big DDT on the outside. Grabbing Samantha Frost by the head. Gets her, throws her into the ring post. Big reversal from Samantha. Busts open Misty Rivers. Going up to the top rope, Samantha Frost. Elbow down, lands across the back of Misty Rivers, now hitting the same spot with a sledgehammer over and over again. Misty able to get back up to her feet for just a moment. Gets Samantha away from her. Misty Rivers with a table. Goes underneath the bottom rope. Kendo stick in hand, Samantha Frost ready to attack. Misty Rivers takes it out of her hands. Hits her across the chest with it. Sounds good. Sounds good. Be safe. Have a good time. Misty Rivers slowly makes her way across the ring. Took too long. Samantha Frost with a reversal. Shatters it across her back. Going for the cover. Only one. After everything Samantha Frost has done, only a 1 count on the former champion. Another face buster, this time inside the ring. Table in hand. Well, more like on the mat. You know what I'm saying. Shut up. Big kick to the gut. Huge elbow from Samantha. Going for a roll-up cover. Yo, Joker, if she wins like this, we got to talk about it. Only for a 1 count. Off the bottom rope, big forearm to the face. Samantha Frost takes aim once again. Huge elbow, misses. Misty gets out of the way. Headbutt doesn't. Decimating Misty Rivers in the middle of the ring. She's looking for something else now. Cartwheel. Oh my God! Samantha Frost with a huge kick coming out of a cartwheel. Only a 2 count. Only a 2 count. I feel like the surprise would have caught me more off guard than anything. I would have been like, oh shit, I'm on my back. Throws her into the table. Samantha Frost trying to put Misty through. Oh my God! Decimating that table and her opponent. And she's not done. Sledgehammer in hand. Beckoning Misty Rivers to stand if she can. Hits her in the face with it once. Misty with a stunner. Lays out Samantha Frost out of nowhere. Only 2. Should have lit the table on fire. Should have lit the table on fire. Green. Are you a ghost, my brother? Green the ghost. Up to the top rope. Samantha Frost trying to take it. Gets up to her feet. No! Huge crossbody from Misty Rivers takes her down. Another one. That's like 4. Sledgehammer down across the back of Samantha Frost. She makes her way to her feet, takes the legs out from underneath her. Samantha Frost gets caught with another DDT. She's in the corner. Misty Rivers looking for something big, walks over, stomps down on the back of the head of Samantha Frost, going for the cover. 2. Only 2. She looking for it again. She looking for it again. Misty Rivers walks over to Samantha Frost, misses the second stomp down on the back of the head, gets the reversal, still has the advantage. Samantha Frost needs to put something together, takes the legs out from Misty Rivers, throws her into the corner, takes a second to show the crowd what she's about, and then kicks Misty Rivers in head in. Ladies and gentlemen, Sledgehammer knocked out of her hands. Misty Rivers takes down Samantha Frost, going for the cover. 3. Misty Rivers, out of nowhere, took that victory away from Samantha Frost. But if you look at the footage, and I honestly think we might have to, Samantha Frost was the better competitor. Making their debut as a tag team, Raddcore and OGRE are on UCW Breakdown to teach a couple of young men how this business works. Nolan and Ethan Omega will be taking on Raddcore and OGRE, and if Raddcore and OGRE can win next week, they will be taking on the Omegas for the Tag Team Extreme Championships. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think they're going to come out as a tag team, which is fine. But these guys will. These guys will. They're going to start with Nolan's music. Ladies and gentlemen, making their way to the ring, your first ever and only UCW Tag Team Extreme Champions. Holding those belts for almost 40 days. They are Nolan and Ethan Omega, the Omegas. The double foot stomp would have been nice. I can't lie. This is gonna be a slobber knocker. You right, Hipsta. You right. Sounds good. Also, I know about that other thing that you said. Ladies and gentlemen, making his way down to the ring now, he is the leader, the owner of HIW, the man who built what we call EFEDs. He is Raddcore, the master of the belly drop.
Step in the stream, feel the static and fire. Controller bleeds while the stakes get higher. WW2K, I break that ring. Suplex your soul when I'm in this thing. City of thieves, I sail these waves. Steal your gold, leave you lost in caves. Red Dead RP, outlaws ride. Six shooters spit when I'm live worldwide. Survival mode, no place to hide. Eat what I kill just to stay alive. Drop the belly, bring the cool. Survive the storm, this is war. Red time, break the door. Never back down, get for more. Drop the belly, let the man.
A beast in every single definition of the word, ladies and gentlemen. As someone who has stood across the ring from this man, it is never a good time. And you are 1 7-foot drop away from the end of the match at all times. And now, ladies and gentlemen, his tag team partner, making a UCW debut. He is known as OGRE in HIW, the beast that never sleeps. This man is a wrecking machine. Fourth wall break. The Umbrella Corp logo, that shit's sick. I'm just gonna say that. That shit's nice. Anyway, pull that shit back. Ladies and gentlemen, UCW debut here tonight. Best way to do it, hopefully, by whooping some young men ass. Not to be biased or anything, just, you know, there's much better tag teams than the Omegas in my opinion. Do a little color commentary. I can do both, you feel me? Is this what's supposed to be playing right now? Okay, that's not the right name. That's what it is. Okay. Bet. I just had to make sure. Not just better, more dangerous and violent. Word. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is an extreme tag team match. So hopefully, if 2K didn't hoe me, it'll be a tornado tag match. It will be. Bet. Get ready to watch some domination unfold, ladies and gentlemen. OGRE and Raddcore. Nolan and Ethan Omega. Raddcore gets taken out instantly. What the fuck is happening? Nolan. Stop jumping over the ropes. Off the top, takes him down with a clothesline. OGRE holding his own against Ethan. Big knee to the face. Nolan going for a cover very, very early. Ethan and Nolan Omega using the speed and the youth against Raddcore and OGRE at the moment. But at what point is that not going to matter anymore? Right about there, ladies and gentlemen. OGRE back up to his feet. Raddcore finally gets his hands on Nolan Omega. Slams his ass down. Ladies and gentlemen, over the top rope, Raddcore barely missing. Into the ropes. Drops down. Nolan Omega catches him with a kick. Raddcore stumbles into the ropes. Throws him over. Almost throws him on top of OGRE. Oh, wait. Hello. Big kick to the face from Ethan Omega. Takes down OGRE. Rad is on his back. Not a good start. But this match is far from over, ladies and gentlemen. Ethan Omega makes his way outside. Rad catches the kick. taking down Ethan Omega now. Both men trying to double team. Drop kick lands. Rad goes over the steps. Working his way around the ring now. Kendo stick in hand. Takes it across the face of Ethan Omega. Omega makes his way up to his feet. Nolan just hit Ethan across the back with a steel chair. Raddcore slams down Nolan Omega. OGRE is still, he's just now making it to his feet. I was getting worried about him. Thought I might need to call a medic down or something. Sets up a table on the outside. Rad is all alone with both of the Omegas on the inside of the ring. OGRE makes his way in. Clothesline takes down Ethan. Rad gets put down on top of the ladder. Goes to the outside. Nolan jumps out. You know what I'm talking about, Joker. You know what I'm talking. Yeah. Yeah, you noticed it too. You noticed it too. Nolan takes down OGRE as well. Ethan trying to get the chair shot across the back of OGRE. He's too focused on Nolan. Picks him up. Drops him down on the outside. Onto the steel of the end of the ramp. Nolan gets OGRE into the table. Rad gets knocked off the side of the ring. Steel chair to the face of OGRE. Nolan Omega just chucking it at him. Rad going for Ethan. Big kick to the body, misses. Nolan misses the double axe handle. OGRE onto the other side of the ring. Drops him down on his face. Huge knee from OGRE. Okay, 2K, what we're not going to do is that. Rad down on his back, taking a second to breathe. Nolan now has his sights on OGRE. Drops him down on his face. Sledgehammer in hand, gets knocked out. Clothesline from Rad, takes down Ethan Omega. Big drop down on the outside. Ethan Omega. A lot of damage from that one, and Rad's not done. He goes up to the top rope. Double axe handle misses. Gets caught by Ethan Omega. Anaconda Vice on the outside. Big knees to the back of the head. OGRE comes to break up the submission as well. Nolan takes down the table. Raddcore makes his way over. Decides to follow Nolan back into the ring. Takes down Nolan, going for a cover. Only one. Nolan gets a roll up. OGRE breaks it up. I'm going to crash out. I'm going to crash out too. The movesets are not necessarily working in y'all's advantage. What's going on? Jade. There we go. Yeah, it's just dark blue, so I can't really read it. Sorry. What's going on, Jade? Welcome to YouTube chat. Moonsault lands from Nolan Omega, going for a cover. 1, 2. Only 2. Raddcore able to kick out. Bouncing the face of Ethan off the trash can on the other side of the ring. Nolan goes over the ropes, heads to the outside. Rad, not dazed and confused anymore, stomps down on the chest of Nolan Omega. Ethan misses the drop kick. Big punch across the back, misses. Throws him into the steel post. Big knee. Raddcore dumps him down on his back. Catches Nolan as well. Big punch to the face. Nolan gets a reversal. Huge kick from Nolan lands. Up to the top rope. Elbow drop misses. Raddcore gets out of the way. Ethan Omega takes him down with a double axe handle. Kendo stick in hand from Ethan Omega. Across the face of OGRE. OGRE gets it out of his hands. Takes it across his body. Nolan Omega right there. OGRE separating the brothers might be the best plan, gentlemen. Raddcore takes out Ethan Omega. OGRE gets Nolan into the middle of the ring. Given his one-on-one competition, this is definitely the best call. Double axe handle takes down Nolan Omega. Raddcore focused on Ethan on the outside. Stomping down on his hand. Huge elbow. Drops it down across his back. Nolan catches OGRE with a kick. Raddcore onto the inside. OGRE up to his feet. Catches Nolan Omega. Throws him across the ring, going for a cover. Ethan makes his way in. Only two. Nolan was able to kick out. Gets the reversal on Ethan Omega. Throws him onto the outside. Nolan catches Rad. OGRE now playing peekaboo. Blue mist in the face of Nolan from Nolan Omega. Raddcore back up to his feet. Looking at Ethan. Also, Nolan, I know you're not here right now. We're going to have to talk about that blue mist shit, though. We're gonna definitely have to talk about that blue mist shit. Nolan waiting for Ethan to stand, or for OGRE to stand. Gets him up on his shoulders. DT, welcome in, brother. Welcome in. Welcome in. Nolan going for a cover. OGRE kicks out. Rad whooping Ethan's ass on the outside. Welcome in, DT. Welcome in, DT. How you doing, brother? How is it going? OGRE going for a roll-up on Nolan. Only one. Raddcore steel steps in hand. OGRE lights the table on fire. Gets Nolan into it. Raddcore makes his way back into the ring. Goes up to the top rope. Double axe handle lands. Forearm across the back. He gets him into the corner. Nolan Omega now focused on OGRE on the outside. Ethan focusing on Raddcore. My ring is on fire. Yes. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. OGRE lit the table on fire. I'm kind of hoping Rad puts Ethan through it here in a second, just to be honest with you. Ethan Omega with a reversal against Raddcore on the inside. Why did I say anything? Big elbows to the body. Raddcore fighting out. Huge kick to the face. He laid him out. Table not on fire anymore. No more fun. No more fun. Raddcore. Big move on the way. Huge move. Lays out Ethan Omega. Nolan is not coming to his rescue. Only two. Ethan kicked out, I guess. The camera didn't let me see, so I don't know. I don't know. Sledgehammer shot misses. Raddcore and OGRE alone in the ring with Ethan Omega. Raddcore looking for something big. OGRE gets in the way. Belly drop him on the table. I wish. Nolan Omega off the ropes. Catches the head of Raddcore. Throws him down. Catches OGRE as well. Ladies and gentlemen, including your Mr. CEO, your reigning, defending, undefeated United Championship Wrestling Breakdown Champion of the World in the building. United Championship. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's the name of my company. My bad. I was like, yes, I read the word United. I was like, hold on. Raddcore with a reversal. Nolan's got him on his shoulders. OGRE back in the ring. Ethan, big punches. Takes him down with a knee. 2K, nobody is picking me up. The fuck? Facts. Double axe handle across the face. Raddcore with a reversal against Nolan. Huge kick to the face. He's busted open. Table back on fire. OGRE gets out of the ring. Raddcore throws Nolan into the table. Ethan trying to come save his brother. Rad going for the cover. 1, 2, only 2. 2K do be doing 2K shit. 2K do be doing 2K shit. Ethan Omega misses the spear. Gets Nolan up to his feet. Huge kick to the body. Forearm across the back misses. Elbows to the body. Big boot misses once again. Raddcore catches Nolan Omega. Ethan Omega bounces off the burning table. That switch up between OGRE and Raddcore shows the experience these two men have fighting together, ladies and gentlemen. Huge power bomb to Nolan Omega. Rad going for the cover. Only two. Nolan Omega kicks out. Both of the Omegas are out of the ring, ladies and gentlemen. No more fire. It's quite sad. This is not for the titles. Over the top rope. Damn it. I do want to see someone go through it. Exactly. Exactly. Wish the powerbomb was through the table. Exactly. I'm glad we're all on the same page. Ethan Omega throws Rad into the steel post. OGRE catches him with a kendo stick across the face, bouncing him off the steel post. Getting up to the top rope. Big chop across the chest from Nolan Omega. Elbow drop from OGRE. Rad has got him on his shoulders. Big elbows to the face. Reversal from Nolan Omega. Huge punch to the body. Rad slams him down on the outside. OGRE going for something on the inside. Raddcore trying to take out Nolan once and for all. Nolan with a reversal. Ethan throws OGRE into the table. Big elbow. He gets the reversal. Power bomb does not go through. Thank you, DT, for the biddies. Thank you, sir. I made a little song for it. Big punch across the face. Crossbody lands. Ethan Omega, another Anaconda Vice on the outside. Raddcore, not in a good position. OGRE trying to save him. Gets the kick to the face of Ethan Omega. Ethan Omega got him up on his shoulders. Huge knee. Nolan Omega fighting back. Raddcore takes out Ethan Omega's legs. Slams him back down on the outside. Throws him into the ring, both men dazed and confused. Raddcore once again gets Nolan on the inside of the ring. He's going up to the top rope. Ladies and gentlemen, are we gonna see it? Nolan Omega makes his way to his feet. Raddcore changes his mind. Nolan heads back into the inside. Rad is waiting for him. Gets him into the table. Nolan. He just put him through the table. There's absolutely no way he just did that. Ring's about to break. Exactly. OGRE gets the breakup. Saving the match. Ladies and gentlemen, Nolan off the ropes. Catches OGRE. Throws him down. Raddcore back up to his feet. Nolan drops him down on his face. Going for the cover. 1, 2. Only 2. Raddcore kicks out. Ladies and gentlemen, OGRE just took out Ethan Omega on the outside. Raddcore gets the reversal. Clothesline to Nolan Omega. OGRE is hyping himself up in the corner. Rad with a kick to the gut. Power bomb on the way. I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. That was probably really bad for y'all. My voice is going through. I'm hitting puberty again, if you can't tell. And to counteract the headache, I decided I would just yell my ass off instead. So enjoy that voice crack, and we're going to try to never go there again. Okay? Okay. Nolan catches him. Huge sling blade lays out OGRE, going for the cover. 1. Rad trying to make his way up to his feet. The Omegas take the W. An insane match. Absolutely incredible. The Omegas walk away with the dub. I'm not going to say it's cheating. I'm going to say we're going to change it, though. I'll change it. Don't you worry about it. I got it. We'll do it on my end. You don't have to upload a thing. Ladies and gentlemen, next week, we're going to have a little triple threat tag match for the championships. Okay? Okay. We have none other than John Styles taking on King Hipsta in a non-traditional champion versus champion match. John Styles, the Prince of Carnage champion of UCW Breakdown. King Hipsta, the Fighting Spirit champion of UCW Overdrive. Whoever wins this match next week will challenge for the other championship without having to defend their own. John Styles, King Hipsta, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get this shit going. Making their way to the ring first, I believe it is none other than the Fighting Spirit champion of UCW. No, that's the... Okay, well, that makes sense. Y'all's light shows are so similar. I can't speak. Stream Deck is something I need to get set up. Ladies and gentlemen, your UCW Breakdown Prince of Carnage champion, John Styles. Joker came up with it, DT. Joker came up with it. With the new song? Oh, your new song? Probably not, because I don't remember doing that. This is going to be good. Thank you, 77. Hipsta says it's going to be a fucking fight. I believe it. Yes, clown. Yes, clown. Yes, clown. Ladies and gentlemen, he is your Prince of Carnage champion on Breakdown. And his opponent getting ready to stand across the ring from him. You all know him very well. Someone has some explaining to do. What did I do? Your Fighting Spirit champion, ladies and gentlemen, King Hipsta. Known around DTX, known around TXW, TCW, JCW, anything that ends with a W, HIW. Nah, camera isn't on during entrances. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. It wasn't me. King of the W. Okay. I can rock with it. Uno momento, clown. John Styles taking the fight to King Hipsta very, very early on. Gets him up on his shoulders. Power bomb lands. Going for a cover very early. Not even a count of one. Who is that? I need to see your face, fool. Hold on, DT. Because I'm checking the DM that Clown sent me. And I don't like looking confused on camera. You needs it? Okay. I can do this. I got you. I wants it. I wants it might be a little crazy. Okay. I wants it might be a little crazy. John Styles misses the stomp to King Hipsta. Reversal. Both men going back and forth. Do you gots to have it? I gots to know. It says in the DM. Oh, I didn't see the message above it. Yeah, I was kind of getting that. I was kind of picking up on that. Yeah, that's why there's going to be a triple threat tag match next week. John Styles going for the cover on the outside. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, this is a 2 out of 3 falls match. So you got to pin him or submit him twice. Maybe even 3 times. You know, who knows? Not sponsored by Celsius. I just have a caffeine headache, so. I'm trying to get that shit to go away. Mixing water and Celsius. Going for a roll-up. King Hipsta. He's not in here right now, clown. So there'd be no point. Got him by the neck. Drops him down. King Hipsta trying to work the neck. John Styles back up to his feet. Throws Hipsta around on the outside. Yeah, if he shows up, I'm down. Go ahead. Just remember he's, you know, not an adult. Things have been posted. Things have been posted. What are you talking about? Submission locked in. King Hipsta. Styles with a reversal. With a reversal on Hipsta. Switches the pressure. What do you mean things have been posted? I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. Underneath the ring. Barbed wire bat in hand. John Styles making his way over to King Hipsta. Hipsta gets one of his own. Styles catches him first. Plus, Styles knows how this syndicate works in a loss like this. I feel like he's proved more than Darren Briggs. Just IMO. Things have been posted. You too. Y'all. I can't read like that. Y'all know where I grew up. They don't teach you shit like that. Throws Hipsta into the ring. In breakdown, word. Makes me wish I was at my computer, word. John Styles. Kick misses. Hipsta catches him with a punch. Right into the exchange of blows. What was that shit John Styles was talking about? Gotta stay away from this. Hipsta catches him. Big punch from Styles. He has, not even about to lie. Styles has proven way more than Briggs. Facts. Hipsta takes him down with a clothesline. Going for a cover. This is how Hipsta beat Briggs last Monday. Styles kicks out at 1. Knee drop to the face. Styles up like it never happened. Off the top rope, crossbody lands. Hipsta's fired up, rallying behind the crowd. Getting caught in the corner just a little bit. Hits him. Big move, lays out John Styles, going for another cover. 2. Only 2. Both men still tied at 0, I believe. Underneath the ring. Light bar in hand. Hipsta comes in. Knocks it out, John Styles. Off the top rope from across the ring. Lays out King Hipsta. The ref is in my camera shot. Light bar in hand. Tries to take it across the body of Hipsta. Look at the bruising on the face of John Styles, ladies and gentlemen. Catches Hipsta with a huge punch. With a reversal. I can't even lie. Briggs has been the chopping block, but I feel like if he leaves, Rose might get kicked out. I don't know why. This is my brain. No. No, we have a replacement. Holy shit, that was far. That was across the ring, my brother. Hipsta catches Styles out of nowhere. Rolls him over. Only 2. John Styles kicks out. Up to the top. Up to the top. Into the ring. Come on now, Brain. Another one. Hipsta just rolled out John Styles. Still only 2. Why am I nervous about being kicked out of my own faction? You're not going to be kicked out of your own faction. Elbow drop misses. That's not going to happen. It just somebody who's actually going to fit the gimmick more is what's in mind. You Joker DM her and explain. John Styles going for a cover, please. 2. Only 2. And for reference, I wasn't saying please on beating Hipsta. I was saying please to Joker for DMing her. John Styles in the corner. Kick to the face. Misses. Hipsta gets out of the way. Gets him up on his shoulders. Slams him down. Especially a certain former women's champion may activate her rematch clause real soon. Yeah, Jade Tempest is somebody to watch out for. Yeah, Jade Tempest is somebody to watch out for. I can't lie. Power bomb lands. John Styles trying to do as much damage as possible to King Hipsta. Janice across the face. Hipsta's busted open. 1, 2. Only 2. John Styles trying to figure out what he's got to do to win this match. Throws him into the steel steps. Up to the top rope. He's calling for Hipsta to stand. Catches him with the neck breaker off the top. Took out the ref as well, though. Not what you are looking for in a match like this. You need the ref standing the whole time. Styles hits it. Looking for something big. The ref is still on the ground, ladies and gentlemen. John Styles. A reversal from Hipsta. Hipsta getting John away from the referee. Throws him into the steel steps. Good luck to my boys. Good luck to my boys. He gonna whoop that ass. Have fun, DT. Let them know who's in the crowd. John Styles. Reversal from Hipsta. Forearm across the back. He caught him with the elbow. Floats over Hipsta with another reversal. Getting out of the way of some huge damage. Reversal from John Styles now. On the breakdown logo on the outside. John can't make up his mind on what he wants to do. Jumps over his opponent. Decides to work the leg now. He's got the leg trapped. John Styles working the legs once again. Submission locked in. Hipsta able to fight out. Another one on the outside. Bounces the face of John Styles off the logo. 2. Only 2. John Styles still in this one. Makes his way up to his feet, but for how long? Huge punch to the face. Slams him down on the outside. Barbed wire bat in hand. Gets out of the way. Hipsta moves him. Big punches land. Shout out Dusty Rhodes. Up to the end there. Big elbow to the face from King Hipsta. Styles back up to his feet. Big punch across the face. Flips him over, going for the cover. John Styles. 2. Only 2. Hipsta still fighting out somehow. This one has been absolutely insane, ladies and gentlemen. Huge elbows across the face. Styles trying to keep Hipsta down. Looking for something big. Hipsta with another reversal. John Styles catches him. Gets him back into the ring. No, into the steel steps. Barbed wire bat in hand. Takes it across the face of John. Or not John, King Hipsta. We've been going for a minute. Leave me alone. Jade isn't scared to go down that road. Tempest is coming back and on a mission, but isn't coming alone, just in case Syndicate decides to interfere. Interesting. Interesting. John Styles fired up in the middle of the ring. Off the top! Misses the huge move. What a shame. That was an absolute beauty. catches Hipsta, rolls him over. Elbow drop lands. John Styles going up to the top rope once again. Big move across the body of King Hipsta. He's going for a cover. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, John Styles up 1-0 to King Hipsta. Hipsta immediately taking him down. Huge headbutt to the face. Kick to the gut as well. He's got his arms trapped. Pedigree on the outside. King Hipsta going for the cover. 2. Only 2. John Styles kicks out. Hipsta's not done. Locks his arms up, but John gets out of the way. Big punch to the face. He's got him up. Looking for the big move. He folds him in half. Drops him down on his head. John Styles. 2. Only 2. Hipsta just kicked out. Big kick to the body. John Styles. Big move. Another roll-up cover. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, John Styles just earned the opportunity to face King Hipsta at UCW Overdrive next Monday for the Fighting Spirit Championship. These men went back and forth. It was anybody's game until John Styles switched it up. That's how the Syndicate gets things done. Hey, man. Hey, man. A laughing emoji would have made the tone of that better. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Our main event of the evening is about to be underway. And like I said earlier, there's a surprise entrant in this match. Making their way down to the ring first, though. He is the Good Reverend. If I could find his music. There we go. He is the Good Reverend. The owner, the leader of TCW. Reverend Supreme Knight, ladies and gentlemen, is in the building.
Supreme Knight in the ring of fire, moves like thunder, never die. Muscles touch dynamite.
I agree with Joker. The Reverend Supreme Knight here to bring peace to UCW Breakdown. Lord knows we might need it now. Ladies and gentlemen, the next one to make their way down to the ring. He is your former Deathlock champion. You're headhunting UCW. What you mean? Reverend about to meet the Archangel. Ladies and gentlemen, your former UCW Breakdown Deathlock champion. The first ever. He is the Archangel, Azreal Black. Oh, you're going through my roster again. Word. Ladies and gentlemen, this man, one of the pillars of UCW, somebody we lean on in times of need. It only made sense to put him in a #1 contenders match for the Breakdown World Championship. Joka has been holding it, not hostage. He has defended it and defended it well. But the longer he holds it, the farther Breakdown slips into the darkness. The Archangel will rise, and he's trying to rise up with UCW as well. And ladies and gentlemen, your final entrant in this match, he is your UCW Overdrive World Heavyweight Champion, none other than Adam the Reaper Thomas. Immediately after winning against King Hipsta at UCW Blood Oath, ladies and gentlemen, Joka called his shot against Adam Thomas. This is his response. Trace for each. And then a super finisher if they have one. Finally, my chance to beat the big fish. You might need a bigger fucking pole, brother. Ladies and gentlemen, your one and only, the first ever and the only to ever do it. The UCW Overdrive World Heavyweight Champion Adam Thomas, holding that belt for over 40 days and counting. Found a couple. As far as that one, I'm more lenient. So depending on what they are, it's fine. We can talk about it later. Because, like, some of them, like, I mean, you have to get the momentum and stuff for it anyway, you feel me? But if it's like match-changing moves, then nah, I'm not with it. Ladies and gentlemen, all three of these men want to be the #1 contender for the Breakdown World Championship. Only one of them will walk out with that honor. Adam Thomas taking down Reverend Supreme Knight early. Gets out of the way of the Archangel. Gets caught by that kick at the very end, though. Archangel and Reverend Supreme Knight now slightly double-teaming Adam Thomas. That does not last long. Archangel stomps down on the body of Reverend Supreme Knight. Let the war commence. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Adam Thomas not in a good position. Reverend Supreme Knight drops him down. Big kick to the face. Azreal Black lays out Reverend Supreme Knight. A reversal sends Adam Thomas onto the outside. Throws him into the corner. Supreme Knight gets caught. Another elbow lays him out. Going for the roll-up, trying to eliminate Azreal Black early. Only one. Oh yeah, we got a few things to talk about. Word. Big punch to the face. Drops Supreme Knight down. He's got him up on his shoulder. Big move takes him out. I am finding a lot. For mine, that's not surprising. How many of them have gone through and checked the actual How to Become United tab? Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Off the ropes. Slams him down. A couple of them have already been handled. So, like, because I've handled them on my end. The upload was wrong, but I fixed it. You know what I'm saying? Adam Thomas looking at, sets his sight on Azreal Black. Azreal Black going for the roll-up. Adam Thomas gets him off before the 1 count. He caught Reverend. Thomas catches him, though, folding him up. Cover is in place. Azreal Black gets him before the 1 count. Supreme Knight has him up on his shoulders, slams him down on his head. Adam Thomas right there, clothesline to the back of Reverend Supreme Knight. Stomps down on the arms. And now the legs of the good Reverend. Adam the Reaper Thomas picking apart his opponent. Light bar in hand, baseball bat in the other, shatters it across the face of the Reaper. Spear misses. Azreal Black gets out of the way. Catches him with a punch. Throws him into the corner. Throws him into the ropes. Big kick lands. Busts Adam Thomas wide open. Reverend Supreme Knight, barbed wire bat in hand, takes it across the face of Azreal Black and then across the face of Adam Thomas. Going for the cover. I'm old and I work with children. That's how you feel about you feel like CM Punk right now? Word. We can get that added in for you. Drops him down on his neck. Azreal Black takes out Reverend Supreme Knight. Adam Thomas right there, going for a cover. Kicks him off. Throws him over the rope. Big punch lands. Reverend Supreme Knight gets the reversal, taking the fight to Azreal Black. Slams him down. Supreme Knight lining up Azreal Black. Adam Thomas waiting a moment. Janus in hand. Takes it across his face. Smacks him around. Adam Thomas with a spear to Reverend Supreme Knight. Going for the cover. 1, 2. Only 2. Supreme Knight kicks out at 2. Baseball bat back in hand. Working on the arm of the Reverend. Adam Thomas with an all-out assault. Azreal Black back in the ring. Adam Thomas catches the arm. Wing clipper to the face of the Archangel. Going for the cover. 1, 2. Only 2 once again. Supreme Knight slides the steps into the ring. Adam Thomas, kendo stick in hand. Across the face of Reverend. Waiting for Azreal Black. Now across the back of him as well. Adam Thomas showing complete dominance in this one. Taking a moment to gain his breath as he stands over his opponents. Supreme Knight makes his way to his feet. Shatters the kendo stick across his face. Going for Azreal Black. The Archangel with a reversal. Catches Thomas with a huge kick to the face. Thomas back up to his feet. Spear lays him out. Now working on Reverend Supreme Knight, the Archangel on the outside. Reverend gets up to his feet. Adam Thomas switches up the pace, gets caught with a punch. Huge stomps to the body. Reverend Supreme Knight working on Adam Thomas in the corner. Catches the glass bar to the face. The Archangel off the middle rope. Kicks Supreme Knight in the face. Spear misses. Archangel with a reversal. 1. Only 1. Adam Thomas kicks out. Big kick to the body. The Archangel catches him. He's got his head trapped. Power bomb in place. Lays him out. 2. Only 2. Adam Thomas kicks out at 2. Working on his arm now. Stomps down on his hands. Throws the barbed wire bat down onto the outside. Supreme Knight catches him. Takes the legs out from underneath Thomas. Rolling elbow takes out Supreme. The Archangel in complete control. Supreme makes his way up to his feet. Adam Thomas doing the same. The Archangel with a baseball bat in hand heads on to the outside. Catches Supreme Knight with it. Catches Adam Thomas with it. Misses the next attack. Supreme Knight takes advantage. Big knee to the face, takes out Reverend. Big kick across the top of the head. Drop kick takes out Azreal Black. Adam Thomas trying to take out all of his opponents. Laying waste to UCW Breakdown. Azreal Black rallying behind the crowd of UCW. Catches him with a huge punch. Chops across the chest. Big kick to the face. Going for the cover. 1, 2. Only 2. Reverend Supreme Knight kicks out. Adam Thomas making his way over to Janice. Catches Azreal Black over the ropes with it. Knocks him off the side of the ring, heads outside. Reverend Supreme Knight takes it across his body. Adam Thomas seems a little gassed after that one. Reverend Supreme Knight going for a cover. 2. Only 2. Azreal Black still in this one. Supreme Knight gets out of the way of the kendo stick. Throws Adam Thomas into the barricade, now focusing on Azreal Black. Big punches to the face. He's got his head trapped, DDT. Up to his feet. On his shoulders. Supreme Knight gets out of the way. Azreal Black misses the huge kick. Adam Thomas gets him up on his shoulders. Slams him back down. He's got Supreme Knight up as well. Supreme Knight gets out of the way. Adam Thomas's back gave out on him. He takes that Supreme Knight down to the ground. He sets his eyes on the Reverend. Adam Thomas gets caught. Huge kick from Azreal Black that might have saved Supreme Knight. Supreme Knight rolls out Azreal Black, going for the cover. The ref not counting. 2, 3, it didn't matter. Ladies and gentlemen, Reverend Supreme Knight now going for a cover on Adam Thomas. He does not get the pin. Adam Thomas making his way up to his feet. Catches Reverend with a roll-up cover. The ref makes their way over. 2. Only 2. Adam Thomas focused on only one man now. He's got Reverend. Big punch to the body. Slams him down. These two men have had many wars across a couple of different EFEDs. GG's Reverend took advantage of that. He sure did. Going for the cover. 1, 2. Only 2 once again, ladies and gentlemen. Adam Thomas gets thrown around on the outside. Reverend Supreme Knight keeping the pressure on him. Slams him down. Kayfabe, my boy. That's why I brought it up. Kayfabe, because it's happened. No, it's not. No, it's not. Adam Thomas, huge neck breaker on the outside. Only 2. Reverend Supreme Knight. And you know why it's not the only EFED here? Because of that logo right there, sir. So kiss my butt. Shout out Dean's French Onion Dip. Adam Thomas gets caught. Reverend takes him down. Like a freight train, Adam Thomas gets laid out. Janice across the body. Huge punches to the face. Adam Thomas trying to take him down. Light bar in hand, ready for Supreme to try and stand. Shatters it across his knee. Big punch to the face. Adam Thomas wants Reverend in the middle of the ring. Bounces his face off of the ring. Catches him. Big knee to the back, clothesline as well. Adam Thomas. Big kick to the fucking back. I couldn't stop that one, it just came out. It just slipped. It just slipped out. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry. Adam Thomas now trying to pick apart his opponent. Focusing on each individual limb. Once again. Now fired up. Waiting for Reverend to stand. He gets him once again. Busts him open. Adam Thomas going for the cover. Only 2. Supreme Knight kicks out. Adam Thomas steel steps in hand. Throws it out of the way. I want the person to come in so I can talk to him. I just want to talk to him. That's all. He might be eating dinner. He might be doing homework. Who knows? School just started, you know. Throws him across, down onto the glass shards. Reverend Supreme Knight going for a cover on Adam Thomas. Only 2. Thomas fights out. Gets caught by the big kick. Adam Thomas back up to his feet with the help of Reverend Supreme Knight. Reverend Supreme Knight rolls him over. Into the glass shards he goes face first. Reverend Supreme Knight deadlifting Adam Thomas. Gets him up onto his shoulders. Big knee to the freaking face. Cover attempt on Adam Thomas. Only 2. Another kick out from the World Heavyweight Champion. Baseball bat in hand. Adam gets out of the way, catches Supreme. Big punch. Bounces him off the barricade. Wants him up on his feet. Tries to get him into the ring. Reverend throws him into it. Still here just watching. Glad you're still here, Leo. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Working the leg. Adam Thomas not in a good position. Reverend now focusing on each of his body parts. Working on the hand. Working on the arm. Reverend seems to have big plans in mind for the World Heavyweight Champion. He's got him up on his shoulders. Adam Thomas, huge knee to his face. Is he down for good? 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, Reverend Supreme Knight is your new #1 contender for the UCW Breakdown World Champion. The good Reverend took home the W and is going on to the next UCW pay-per-view to take on Joka. An incredible match from all 3 men. Reverend Supreme Knight taking down 2 former champions in UCW. Ladies and gentlemen, to start off this terrific night of UCW action, we had Misty Rivers versus Samantha Frost, where Samantha Frost beat the hell out of Misty Rivers. And out of nowhere, Misty Rivers took the W away. Ethan and Nolan Omega somehow defeated Raddcore and OGRE in an absolutely outstanding Extreme Tag Team match. John Styles defeated King Hipsta and earned the opportunity to go on to UCW Overdrive next Monday to fight for the Fighting Spirit Championship without having to defend his own. And in the match of the night, an absolutely incredible showing of strength from 3 of UCW's finest. Reverend Supreme Knight became your #1 contender for the UCW Breakdown World Championship, taking down Azreal Black and Adam the Reaper Thomas, your UCW World Heavyweight Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been an incredible show. One of my favorites to call. But we are not done with the action, because I'm going to find somebody for y'all to go say hi to. So let's figure out a raid target. Anybody in chat got one? Thinking of somebody new? Want to expand horizons?